Hey, I'm back. This is Chandler for Melda Production, and today I'm going to be going over how to use MCompressor, or really any of the Melda compressors, to create a slow gear style attack. What I mean by this is something that cuts off the initial attack or the transient and just lets the sustain go through. There's a few ways we can do this, but I'm going to show you how you can do it with a compressor. Normally, people might do this live with a volume pedal or something, but let's say you don't have that, or you just want something more automatic so you don't have to use your feet. I'm going to show you how to do it here. So first, let's listen to the guitar sound. So that's just the raw guitar sound. Of course, you could use a keyboard or whatever you want for this, but let's get into it. We're going to start with the default, which I already have here. We have everything like this. The first thing we want to do is turn this maximize to 0 dB off, like that. We don't really need that. We don't need to make it that loud. The next thing we want to do is just play your instrument and see about where this is hitting on your scale here. Let's play something. Now, my normal volume is around here. This is okay, but actually I prefer it up here. We can move the threshold down, but I think it's easier to probably move this up, and we can do that by increasing the input. So let's increase the input by 10. This is going to make things loud though, so let's decrease the output by 10. Okay, now let's play it and see where it's hitting. That seems fine. We can move the threshold down a little bit, just if you want a little bit of compression. If you don't want that at all, you can just turn the ratio off. But let's say we do want just a little bit. So it is doing just a little bit of gain reduction on those big hits, but that's not really what we need. What we're going to do here is we're going to use the custom shape. Now, if you're using M Dynamics or something else, instead of doing it this way, you could use the gate, but I think this way gives you more control. Another thing I should mention is if you're going to do this on guitar and you have effects afterwards, I'd put this effect before your amp or whatever here. So let's go into custom shape here, like this. What we want is we want the initial part of it to be cut off. And to do that, we just take this part here and we're going to move it down. What we can do is actually just play our guitar and see just about like on a small, quiet hit, how loud it is. So it's a little bit below 36, maybe about here. So here's where I'll probably start cutting it off. What this is going to do is actually going to make this a little bit quieter. There's a few things we can do about this. I could just leave it like this. I could insert another point and move this up higher like this, or you can take this point and just kind of bend it here if you want. It's kind of up to you which one is the best. You can kind of combine them also here. Now, when we do this, what this should do is it should take out the transient and leave the rest of it. But it won't quite be there yet, but I'll let you hear just this. There's a problem. You're like, I still hear the transient. The reason is we have the attack too low. So this is going to control like how much the transient it's cut. So what I want to do is just move this up. I would try between like 100 and 500. Let's try like 200 something. Now let's hear it. So you can move that wherever. You can move it really far up like this. And of course, as I said before, you can kind of smooth these out. I can move this here and move this up just so we have a little bit smoother decay. And of course, set this depending on your song. The good thing about these Melda plugins is if you just double click on this, you can set it by the tempo of the song. So like, okay, 16th notes here, 166 or 333, like this. I think that's a little bit too fast. Maybe here. And for this, I actually like the release a little bit faster. Let's try like 16. But of course, set it however you want. In this case, I might think, you know what? Turn this down a little bit there. Increase the attack here. And now let's try that same thing again with this on. I probably want to adjust this more, maybe adjust the attack time. I think maybe that was a little bit too long. But of course, set this however you like. The release, what this is really going to control is how fast, after you let go of a note on the fretboard or your keys, etc., that you can start playing again. If I'm holding something like a chord here, when I hit the other notes while the chord is holding, you'll be able to hear those. But once I let go of all the notes and they stop playing, and I go to another one, then it will start over. And this will determine how fast or how long it takes for it to start over. So adjust that depending on your playing style, etc. So hopefully this gave you some good ideas of things you can do with this. Maybe I'll do another video about this in the future with some other useful things you can do with this same concept. But if you like this, give me a thumbs up, leave me any questions or comments down below, and check out all the other plugins at meldaproduction.com. Till next time, see you.